Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Transformers Legacy Amazon exclusive Wreck and Rule 2-pack containing G2 Universe Leadfoot and Fossilizer Master Dominus. Thank you for watching this video or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further. Or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. Let's wreck some stuff by taking a look at the packaging. Okay, so that's the story. I'm not going to wreck anything. Wreck and Rule Collection Transformers Legacy. Then on the front, nice artwork of Master Dominus and G2 Universal Leadfoot. Transformers Legacy Wreck and Rule Collection Deluxe Class, because they're both Deluxe Class. Cartomy Generations Transformers 8-and-up Hasbro print. On the bottom, recycled print, includes 2 figures, 6 accessories, and instructions. Small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On this side, Legacy artwork is the Decepticons. Authentic. On this side, it's the Legacy artwork of the Autobots, and also authentic. And Transformers Legacy. On the back, we have product shots, which are most likely 3D renders. There's Leadfoot transforms in 18 steps, and Master Dominus transforms in 14 steps. All these parts are included. Transformers more than meets the eye. Warning! Attention! Achtung! Don't stick things in your mouth or pie hole that don't belong there. And don't give it to the babies. Some more small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, that thing. And Hasbro print. That, my friends, does it for a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at Generation 2 Leadfoot and his accessories and handy dandy tweezers. Here we have his rifle. And it's an interesting looking doodad. Lots of molded detail in there. And all molded into black. And here is it's a missile launcher, in my opinion. Same thing goes for this nice molded details in it. And molded in color. And then here is, I'm going to call it the missile, but it looks like it can be held handheld Blast 2. And it has paint over most of it. It's molded in black, and then it has this paint on the missile part, or the warhead part, I guess I should say. And then, of course, this one, it just plugs into that one, and there you have Leadfoot's rocket launcher, which is the same as Mirage's. And here we have the handy dandy instruction manual. Shows Leadfoot and Master Dominus. And that too. Junk. Alright, let's see. Here's some of Leadfoot's transformation. And as you can see, it's clearly printed and it's nice looking. And I'm going to say it again, I still prefer Kingdom colors and then Buzzworthy Bumblebee colors. It just, for me, those brighter colors just really stand out. And then the last accessory is the base for the hammer that you have to buy all 5 packs. So 5, 1, 2, yeah, 5 packs to complete the entire hammer. And it just folds open and tabs in, and that's it. Now let's take a look at Leadfoot himself. Rolls pretty good. I don't have the Earthrise, or not Earthrise, but the Earth Mode Kingdom Mirage, so this is my first foray into that exact mold. And I have to say, it's pretty nice looking. I don't know much about Generation 2 in general. I know it was bright, very bright colors for a lot of the stuff, and which this one has a lot of bright color on it. And that's okay. Back in the day, I really wasn't that big a fan of it. But now I'm seeing this stuff, you know, again, I guess you could say, because I saw some of it when I was younger, and I have to say I'm really starting to like these G2 colors, and that doesn't tab in very well. I really like it. You know, nice painted wheels there. The 93, the 93. And even on the bottom, it cleans up pretty good. It still has that, you know, fake faux chest, whatever you want to call it. But that's okay. And as far as accessory storage, when he's in this mode, he has a port here and a port over here, and the weapons just go into those ports. And there you have a missile launching, laser blasting Formula 1 neon colored racing car. And that, my friends, is a look at Leadfoot in his alt mode. It's time for alt mode comparisons, and here we have G2 Leadfoot with his packmate Master Dominus and his fellow wrecker IDW Universe Impactor. Since I don't have the Earth Mode Mirage, here is G2 Leadfoot with the Siege Deluxe Mirage and the Siege Deluxe Hologram Mirage from the 3-pack with Impactor and one of the Power Dashers. I forget which one it is. Here's our last set of alt mode comparisons. Leadfoot with Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee and the Amazon exclusive Generations Earthrise Alternate Universe or Dead Leader class Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our show where I attempt to transform this transformer. And the first thing we want to do is remove the weapons. At least that's the first thing I like to do, is remove the weapons. Then this part tabs in right here behind the cockpit or the driver's area, and it just comes out. Mine doesn't really tab into that very well. And if you can get a hold of it, you know, go ahead and separate that, and you can lift these up here, and you can see there's a hinge right here, and you just lift those up. Now flip it around, look at the back, and these parts we're gonna go ahead and separate. As you can see, there's a tab right here on both sides there where it tabs in to these front parts, but there's another tab in here you can't really see. It's up inside of here, and every time I transform this guy, I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. But it's connected to this piece right here, and I'm sure if you have that Earth mode Mirage, this is not any type of surprise for you. But there you can see there's that tab right there, and it's supposed to slide in that slot right there, but it always feels like it doesn't work quite right. So you want to kind of move that out a little bit, and then you want to pull this piece out. And let's do the same thing over on this side. When you do that, this piece separates. Sometimes you have to do it yourself. And just flip that piece out, straighten this stuff back up. Now right here at the wheels, you want to do this one at a time, and that whole piece, the fin, the wheel, and it all just flips back like that. Then you take this section and work it over there, and I don't know if it's supposed to tab in or not. I don't remember seeing anything saying it tabs in. So, but anyway, there's that. Then take it and rotate it this way, that whole leg piece, and there you see it's got his leg. And then we want to do the same thing over on this side. So flip that in as far as it'll go. Then work this hinge piece down over that, straighten it up, and rotate it forward. Excuse me. Now you want to rotate these out. They're on these mushroom pegs right here, so rotate those out just to kind of get them out of the way. Then this piece right here, it's on a hinge right here, and you fold that down. Then you can get where the head platform is and flip it up, and you see this little tab right here and the slot right there. You just want to line those up like I just didn't do. Then the back tires you flip in, then you can spin him back around, and you can see there's a double hinge piece right here, and you want to move it back and then move this part forward, and that will kind of tab in and just, you know, mash it all down where it's flat. And as far as finishing off his arms, you can see there's a tab right here, and there's a slot up in there, and you want to kind of make sure that those are lined up, and turn this where the 93 is up on the top, and you can flip his hand out, and then you have to put that all back in together. There, it snapped that time. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Let's go ahead and adjust this fin. So you adjust it like that. Then flip the hand out. And then tab that into position. And there you have it, my friends. Generation 2 Leadfoot, all transformed without too much difficulty. Let's take a look at Leadfoot in his robot mode and his accessories. And as far as looking at the accessories, we've already done that. So what we're going to do is, unlike Mirage, you can't port the missile launcher in on his shoulder. So, you know, each of the weapons he has to hold in his hands. So get that out of the way. Let's take a look at the figure. As I say, that's a pretty cool head sculpt on him. I really like that. Mine has a little bit of paint slop right there where the yellow's got down, or maybe they just didn't cover it, or it's a chip painting, because I don't know. I think the head looks like it's all painted yellow rather than molded in yellow. So that's pretty cool. And he's got his Autobot Wrecker symbol. He's 93. And there's the 93s there. A nice paint here along the legs and the crotch area. And then, you know, some nice detailing here. Not really much on the back to say anything about, you know, the paint there and on the tires. Well, let's take a look at his articulation. He can look up slightly. He can look down slightly. He doesn't have any waggle. And he can do the full extras. And you can see he's, you know, it's a ball joint that the head slides onto it rather than pops onto it. So that hinders the articulation of the head somewhat. As far as the shoulders go, because his fin gets in the way, or airfoil, whatever you want to call it, but you know, you can move it out, and he does give you a 90-degree lift at the shoulder. Also, we'll do a 360-degree rotation. Right here at the upper bicep on a mushroom peg, another 360-degree rotation. At the elbow, he gives you approximately a 90-degree bend, and no rotation at the wrist, but it does have in and out due to transformation. At the waist, he does spin 360 degrees. At the hips, he will give you the full splits. He'll kick forward about 90 degrees and backwards just less than 90 degrees. And there's nothing at the upper, well, there's a mushroom peg at the upper thigh, but the leg piece runs all the way up in there. So, but it will spin and give you a full 360 degrees worth of rotation. At the knee, gives you that much bend, so better than 90, and it will bend forward just a bit, so you have that if you need it. Tilt at the ankle, which is unusual for Transformer. I don't know how much you can actually do with that, but it will go up that far. And in robot mode, it'll go down that far. I don't really know how much, again, you can do with that. It's more like toe tilt than ankle tilt. But. And then he does have rocker 90 degrees worth. So that's cool. Another thing I just noticed, he's got these ports under here. So I guess you could port his weapons under, on the underside of his forearms, rather than in his hands if you wanted. I don't know, that's kind of odd, but it's kind of cool looking too. Nice. There we have it, my friends. A look at Generation 2 Leadfoot in his robot mode and accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have Leadfoot with his packmate, Master Dominus, and his Wrecker crewmate, IDW Comic Universe Impactor. Here's a Leadfoot with Siege Deluxe Class Mirage and Hologram Mirage. Hologram Mirage is in the Siege Amazon 3-pack that had Impactor and one of the Power Dashers. I forget which one. I probably said that in the alt mode comparisons. For our final set of robot mode comparisons, here we have Leadfoot with Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Wreck and Rule 2-pack Generation 2 Leadfoot, I have to say, I like the paint apps on this guy. I do like this Earth mode Mirage mold. The head, the new head sculpt on it, it looks pretty cool. Also, and I don't know, I like the way it looks. Originally I was not a big fan of the G2 color schemes, or maybe it was the molds. I'm not sure. I was kind of out of collecting stuff when G2 came out anyway. I had quote unquote grown out of it for a time, concentrating on other things, and although I thought it was cool that Transformers, was still trying to be relevant, it really held no interest for me at that time. But going back and looking at these things, I just even though the colors are outrageous, I am really liking these G2 repaints that they're doing. And Leadfoot himself, again, it's mostly reuse of Mirage, but that's fine. I still think it looks pretty darn cool. And I might have to kind of start a G2 area of my display. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to work that out. But that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.